up to a woman?
We don't.
Your whole life.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, got players like I could. Me and him related.
Yeah.
It's our first time meeting,
Yeah, I
but
can tell you guys. There's
no,
some
no.
connection here,
Oh no.
They gonna tell you can't.
Because you know why?
but it's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped like a motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're gonna throw it back in your face.
Well, that's
why.
That's real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you cry, because your dad.
So I want to speak on the viral clip I just played. Shaq basically saying in Country Wayne, he a comedian. He was on Shannon Sharp Club Shay Shay like a week or so ago. And they basically said that you can't confide in a woman. You can't share your feelings with the woman. It's best not to do that. And Shaq said the reason is that they will always throw it in your face. So do I think that this true? From personal experience, definitely. It's definitely true. Now I'm gonna say, like I like to say, the only woman that you should be able to share some of your deepest, darkest secrets with is your mama. And that's depending on what type of mama you got. Only you know that. But that's the only person that, or only woman that, or really any person, because like some people were saying, is this only for women or is it for men also? I do feel like your boy, like your boy, you can share your secrets with more so than, like a female will. Me personally, now everybody is different. I'm not gonna share my deepest, darkest secrets and my shortcomings and all of that type of stuff with nobody, because I just don't trust nobody with that information, and I'm just not that much of an open person. Now, I don't have no problem like on here saying what happened in my life or what I done went through and certain things, but there's certain things that I just wouldn't tell anybody, of course. But as far as your girl go, now if this is your wife, because this would usually come up with your wife or your girlfriend, basically, should you be able to cry in front of your girlfriend and tell her you depressed and, tell her your problems and stuff? To me, that's really dicey, because I do know exactly what Shaq's saying. Women gonna disagree per usual. Simps is also, but yeah, because the woman will act like, and then of course they say, yes, tell me your feelings. Yes, I want a man to cry. Every woman to tell you they want a man to cry, but like Shaq said, when shit hits the fans and when they get mad, they definitely gonna be throwing that back in your face. Because one thing I know about women is women like to go for the low blow. For sure, for sure. Y'all get into it, then she want to hit you with the, oh, that's why you cried when your mama died, or that's why your boy ran off on you, or like gonna hit you with the low blow on some personal stuff. I done seen women do it all the time, because we know hell have no fury. Like we already know, and we know women emotional, and like I said, women is able to run their mouth and say things that men can't say. Because if you say certain stuff to a man, there's going to be repercussions behind it. Women know that you can't hit them. So so that's why they women really talk crazy and say what they want to say. I say that all the time. Like women say whatever they want to say and talk back and talk to me in any type of way, because they know that you can't hit them or there's really no repercussions. So I already know female tactics and what they be doing. So yeah, so now that I think about it, I will actually share my secret like with my boy and like tell him what I'm going through versus a female, because I know with my boy it's gonna be that mutual respect to where you say the wrong thing, we can throw them hands. You feel me? So, and it's not the same with a woman. Now, I mean, it's sad to say this. Like, I know some dudes was coming like, I tell my wife everything, or I tell my girl everything. She ain't never threw it in my face. So, I mean, of course, there's a possibility, and maybe you can find a woman that won't throw it in your face and somebody that you can really, really trust. But we speak in the majority and for the most part. And we already know this saying been going on that men, we can't share our feelings and men have to hold stuff in, and women always saying that they don't understand that and why. And this is why, because a lot of men have experienced a woman throwing, the stuff back in their face. And I know some females, and what's funny, like some females I have heard say this too, like they don't tell guys certain things because the guy don't end up throwing it back in their face. So it is a common human thing because I do believe, like if a female tell you she did some freaky shit with her ex, that you want that done, and then she be like, no, a guy probably would bring it up. Well, you did it with your ex, why you ain't gonna do it with me? So in a certain way, it goes both ways, but we just talking about, of course, from the men, and then while we less open with our feelings than woman will, because like I said, also one part of that, because like men do throw stuff back in women's face, but men don't go for the low blow unless you got a feminine trait. 'Cause, like some men do act like females. That just is what it is. But like going for the low blow, like no dude I know, and it's been a lot of times I could have said something about one of my exes or a girl I was dealing with, and I just held it in. Even when they go for the low blow, like, because it'll be a war if you say, like, if you really said what you wanted to say, it'll be a war in the house. It'll be all out hell if you really say, yeah, you getting fat, or yeah, you ain't attractive no more, or yeah, you a hoe. Like imagine you tell your girl, like, yeah, y'all get into an argument and tell her, like, yeah, your friend look better than you anyway, or some shit like that. Like, it'll be over with. But I don't know if a female probably ain't gonna go that low, but now I've seen females thing went low before, like really like attack your manhood, and that's what females are trying to do, really like attack you as a man, and oh, you ain't a man because of this, and you a little boy, and you a mama's boy. Like women love using shaming tactics and all of that type of stuff. So it's like, no. So what I would say, I wouldn't do it unless it's my wife, and I really in that. And if you my wife, that means that if I marry a chick, because that's just me, I'm not marrying just anybody like most dudes doing. Like if I marry a girl, she gonna for sure be the one. Like, and she for sure gonna be like my best friend. So in that case, yeah, and that's how I feel like it should only be. You should only do that if your woman is your best friend. Y'all married, you've been with her for some years. Like this, like never, because the point, like my point of this is that don't never share your secrets or get emotional cries in front of a female you just dating, or y'all don't even talking for especially a few months, even maybe a year or two. Like that's some stuff you don't want to do until you like 3, 5, 8, 10 years in for real, to when you really, really know her, because and we know that females like for they man, like, they want the prize dude. They want the dude that's, indestructible. They say they want this emotional dude that shares his feelings and do all of this like it's a love movie and stuff. But we already know, back to our point of women liking the bad guy and women liking the the star of the movie. Like we already know this, like women don't want to see you at your worst, just like you can't cry, especially don't cry to no female about your money problems. Like definitely, that's, to me, that's the worst thing you can do, is tell you, like, if you lose your job, if I lost my job, I wouldn't even tell my girl. Like she'd just have to find out. Like that's why, if I lose my job, I wouldn't even be home. I still act like I'm going to work every day. Like maybe a couple days, might chill. Like, yeah, we got a couple days off of work, or I took my vacation early or something. But no, I'm not, because panic mode sets in. Like panic mode sets in. Then the clock, man. You say you lost your job. Then she thinking like, damn, am I gonna have to pay the bills? Dang, am I gonna have to lend her money? Do you got anything else lined up? Like, no, no. You always, and this is my way of thinking, and I'm gonna tell you, always try to be the star in the female eyes. Like that's just how I look at it. Always try to be your best, and then we know that that's unrealistic and stuff gonna happen. And if she don't like you for that or hold that against you, then she ain't the one for you anyway. She can get the fuck on. So, I mean, of course, but for the most part, like you don't want your woman to start looking at you like a loser. Basically, like you don't want your female to start thinking like, and then it's so much, but females start looking at you like, damn, he cry more than I do. He more emotional than I am. That's something them three things that you don't never want a female to think or say about you, for sure. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on this video because Shaq said it, so it's going viral, and people, women, you hurt and all of this type of stuff. We know if you know anything, like, don't listen to what women say. Like, women say one thing and do another. Leave it up to women. They love nice guys and they love flowers and they love dudes who emotional and cry and all of this type of stuff. And men know, we know that's not true, because try that and see what happens. That's all I'm going to say. Try to do what women tell you to do and see how that works out for you. You're going to end up being her best friend.